Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Shit Golf. I mean, NES Golf. I mean, NES Open. I mean, it's my shot. I'm going. Okay, I forgot how to play the 2 seconds we were playing. It's okay, I got this.
It's really fast and it hates you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
My shoe's coming apart. No.
Oh, no. Didn't you just get those? Or are those old?
No, these are... I don't know when I got these.
I know we've talked about your feet on the show before, but remind the audience how big your feet are.
I have size 16 shoes.
I wear size 9 shoes in men's, just to give you an idea. Like, I'm 5'4", and I have big feet. I wear size 11 shoes in women's. But, like, your feet are twice the size of mine.
Pretty much.
Almost. Whoops.
That's...
I made it across.
What the hell was that?
I hiccuped.
Sounded like you glitched.
Sometimes the recording will end, and we'll be in the middle of laughing, and then it'll, like, cycle 3 times, because we ended the recording.
Yeah.
But it still has to continue a little bit to make up for the loss of whatever. Hi, Slender Toad. Creepy-ass motherfucker. But it'll stutter, and I'm just like, it's a horror movie. It won't stop! If it does it on this one, I'll let you guys listen to it, but I don't know if it will. It's really hit or miss.
Yeah.
It depends on how we end the episode, mostly.
Yeah. So, since we're really not talking about much else...
Are we talking about E3 again?
No, I actually wanted to bring up a game that I recently played. For those that are unfamiliar, I think I've said this before. I'm not sure.
That green sucks. Okay, go on.
I am a huge fan of the Phoenix Wright games.
Yes.
And the Professor Layton games.
Yes.
Both. And I recently got my hands on the crossover game.
Oh, is it good?
Which, to preface, I like crossover games in general. I love crossover stuff. I don't know why, but...
Okay, I'm gonna have to hit harder than that.
Yes, just
Peach, why didn't you tell me that?
So I love crossover games. That's why I love Super Smash Brothers and
Whoops.
You know, games like that.
Bitch, I'm getting in your way.
Yeah,
Not that I don't matter, but
so I love crossover games, and I love these 2 games. So I was like, oh yeah, this will be a fun game. That is easily Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is easily the best game in both series.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising to me.
Yes. And the reason is because of how they interact. The Phoenix Wright part of things, the trials, are made just infinitely better by the fact that you can use hint coins in the trials, which, if you're not familiar, hint coins are usually are a Professor Layton mechanic, where you're able to...
Oops, I hit a tree. Go on.
You find hint coins in the backgrounds.
Right.
And those hint coins allow you to get hints for some of the puzzles. But I can usually make it through any of the Professor Layton games with over 100 hint coins left. So I never really found the use for them. With the Phoenix Wright sections, the trials, you need those.
Is this tree going to be in my way?
So bad, maybe. You'll have to go into first person view to see.
How do I do that?
Press A. No, not that A. Like on NES controller A. You know, the thing to get you started swinging, number 2.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Nah, you're fine. So, that was the first thing that I really liked.
Right.
The second thing is, with the Professor Layton games, it basically, the Professor Layton segments with the puzzles and everything, basically took the place of the Phoenix Wright investigation sections.
Oh.
So you were doing puzzles in order to get the evidence that you used during the trials.
Interesting.
Which was really cool. I liked it a lot. And it gave you a point to those investigation sections other than keep mashing A until you have all the information.
Yeah, pretty much. Awesome.
On top of that, the story was really fun because it was a continuous story instead of like Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright games are usually just like, oh, this trial's over, time to segue into a completely different story.
Right.
Whereas everything in that game took place in one location. So you got used to the people, you got used to how they think, you got used to how the characters acted. It was very good. There was one recurring character that I absolutely loved and hated at the same time.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a movie I watched. But go on.
His name is not given to you immediately because it's actually important to one of the cases, what his name is.
Okay.
So I'm going to avoid spoilers and avoid telling you his name, in case you ever get the chance to play it.
It's fucking green.
I know, this screen is weird. There we go. The other thing that the Professor Layton segments got help with is Capcom is really good with backgrounds.
Right.
And Level 5, though they make some good games, Level 5 is who makes the Professor Layton games. Though they make really good games, really good stories, their backgrounds aren't always that clear. And I've had cases in Professor Layton games where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm even looking for on this background. I'm out of bounds, aren't I?
Hi, Slender Toad.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, so the Professor Layton segments in the crossover game ended up being really, really good because Capcom was in charge of the background art. And they used what they normally do for the Phoenix Wright games, which the Phoenix Wright games have insanely detailed backgrounds because you're supposed to find teeny tiny bits of evidence during Phoenix Wright, and unless those are really thrown at you, those can also be hard to find, and I've had problems with those too, but nowhere near the problems I've had with trying to find puzzles in Professor Layton games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was really good. And just in general, the characters were really well done. And the interactions between the characters were really well done. I mean, Phoenix Wright acted like Phoenix Wright when talking to Professor Layton. It was really funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really funny seeing that dynamic.
You hit a tree.
Yes, I did.
How dare you?
So, yeah, if you ever get a chance to play that game, absolutely play it, because it is very, very good.
Whoops.
The characters they made for that game, specifically for that game, are all really funny in their own way. Like, there's a little courier. Her name is Letty Mailer. And she's adorable.
Yes, good. No, you were talking about that guy and you love and hate him at the same time. It reminded me of this movie I watched. We have mutual friends, Maggie and Jordan.
Yes.
And they actually recommended this movie. Well, I guess recommend wasn't quite the term I used. It was.
Oh, that's good then.
It was, have you seen this movie? And I said no. And Maggie goes, I couldn't even finish it. And Jordan was like, yeah, I had to watch it in 3 sittings. And so I was like, that's a challenge I accept. It was Nightcrawler. Have you ever heard of Jake Gyllenhaal in it?
Oh no.
I will be totally honest with you. There are a lot of movies, like, I'm a huge fan of horror movies. I will watch gore movies. I've watched gore horror movies. They're not my favorite, but I would prefer that over this. Because I have never felt so psychologically gross watching anything in my entire life. I was like, okay, like, that's cool and all, but your dick, like, and that it extends super, like, farther than, like, you're never going to see this movie, are you?
No.
Okay, I'm going to tell some spoilers for you guys that haven't seen this. Okay, so Gyllenhaal plays a character, I forget his name, it's not important, and he decides that he wants to be one of those stringers. Do you know what that is? So they go around at night, and they're the people that capture news footage that they use in the morning news.
Yeah.
So at one point, he repositions bodies in an active crime scene to make the shot look better. At another point, this is part of the climax of the film, so mega spoilers. He walks in on a home invasion after the guys have left and had murdered 3 people, and he purposely withholds who they are and the license plate on their car so he could get a better shot at the news later, and lies to the police about it.
Oh, that's not good.
After, like, 4 cops died.
Yeah.
And including his own, like, stringer partner.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy, oh god. I was like, ah! Like, I can't even with this movie right now. There were so many things I was like, this man is so skeevy. That's not even, like, the tip of the iceberg. I'm just like...
Make sure you put, like, a thing that flashes, like, spoiler warning in the corner, and then when you're done, just remove it.
Woo! Yeah. But, oh my god. Just, like, the skeeviest of skeeves.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, he tells a woman basically he's gonna be her, like, she's gonna be his romantic partner, he's gonna get her fired. Yeah. Like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't need this in my life. They weren't kidding. I did sit through it in one sitting, though.
Nice.
I did watch it all in one sitting.
You completed the challenge.
I did. I completed the challenge. If you like skeevy movies, watch Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's on Netflix. It's about 2 hours long. It's a little over 2 hours long. I mean, there are some movies I won't watch. Like, I mean, to be totally honest with you, Human Centipede is one of them. I don't think I have to explain that.
Yeah.
But, because I don't like shocker gore, and that's what that is. Like, I'll do campy 80s gore, like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
You know, the ones everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Pinhead, that's Hellraiser. I like Hellraiser a lot. But, no. No. Human Centipede is not for me. I would not be able to sit through that movie.
Yeah.
I prefer psychological thrillers, to be totally honest with you. Silence of the Lambs, for instance.
I prefer video games.
Like, I don't need your shit. I love movies. I think, I do. Oh my god. I'm so excited for Star Trek Beyond.
I figured you would be.
If we had a webcam, it would be like shaking, and it would be like excitement intensifies. Because I am. Oh my god. Simon Pegg helped write it, which means even if it doesn't follow Star Trek, it's still going to be good.
You hope.
No.
Damn, okay.
There are no options. It looks really good. I'm super excited. I'm going to be totally real with you. Like, the first trailer came out, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to be good. Like, I have a lot of faith. And Simon Pegg said it's not, like, revealing everything about the movie. Like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And then the newest trailer came out, and it had the thing that turned me around over everything else was Bones' dialogue in the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, I swear. I was like, if they had shown anything else, I'd probably been like, I don't know. But the fact that Bones has dialogue, and it's not comic relief dialogue, makes me insanely happy. I'm like,
Watch him turn it into comic relief.
Well, Bones was a comic relief character before.
Yeah.
And not in the show, in the movies.
Yeah.
And that made me sad because he's really important to the... Get in there! Yeah! Because he's really important to the series. If you watch the original series, he's not just comic relief. And neither is Scotty, which is what they made him into. And so when Simon Pegg, who's a huge fan of Star Trek, went and helped make the script, I think he kept that in mind. Him and the other writers. Plural? You're putting backspin on this.
I know.
Okay.
I want to make sure
I'm so excited.
Get.
Oh, that day I'm going to see Star Trek. I'm also going to pick up my book pre-order. I don't pre-order books very often.
Oh, is that the new Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
That's not a surprise. Are you okay?
No, everything's happening at the end of next month. Like, this is July 31st. And I'm just like...
Speaking of the end of next month,
No.
I am a huge D&D nerd, which I think I've talked about before. I have a D&D group that meets on Sundays.
Yeah.
I also have a D&D group I play with on Wednesdays, and I have another group that meets on Sundays now that branches off from that Wednesday group.
Yeah.
I am going to CantCon.
Yes.
On July 22nd through 24th.
And that is K-A-N-T.
Yes, K-A-N-T Con. It's named that for two reasons. Obviously, first, K-A-N is Kansas. It's in Overland Park, at the Overland Park Convention Center. The second reason is it's for the people who can't go to Gen Con in Indianapolis.
Right.
Which is the biggest board game convention in the United States.
Are they still having it in Indianapolis?
I haven't heard anything. I know they've talked about moving it, but I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think they're under contract. Like, they have to keep it there for, 5 years.
I don't know. That's besides the point. That's another discussion entirely.
Yeah, that's a political discussion that I don't really want to get into right now. I mean, I could. And we could have a wonderful conversation about politics, but...
So, I will be there as a dungeon master.
Yeah.
From Friday to Sunday. From the schedule I've seen so far of what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to be running 7 sessions.
Go! Yes!
2 on Friday, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening.
Okay.
3 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday.
Sounds fair.
So, yeah.
Yay.
If you're interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons.
With Phil.
With me, in fact.
If this channel ever gets popular and we get fans, we need to do that when we get a con.
Yeah.
I just don't know how we would do that, because that would be we'd have to do a Game Grumps Live type of thing.
I don't know.
Where people could watch.
That takes a lot of planning. I mean, most conventions like that have a game room. Mm-hmm. Like a free play game room, so we could do something like that in the free play game room.
Sure.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I did it. Meanwhile, I'd be like, I don't know how to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going outside. Where the graphics aren't that great, but that's okay. They're not any better than this, let's just be real.
Yeah.
I would be really sad if I looked like Peach all the time. Just that.
Oh, my turn.
Yes, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Yes, good. Do it. Do it. Hit that tree.
Nope. Damn it.
Yeah! It beeline towards that tree.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
But from the schedule I've seen so far, Friday morning, which is 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm supposed to be doing the last adventure of the season.
Oh.
Which is the climactic boss battle.
Da 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 da.
And I don't know any of these people, so I don't know why they gave me that.
Because they wanted to see you suffer.
Yeah, I'm okay with being a dungeon master. My only concern is I am pretty scattered all over the place. Like my player's handbook. When the first editions of the when the first printings of the 5th edition player's handbook came out, there was a known defect with the binding, the book binding. And so...
Yes, I did that on purpose.
Sometimes the books would fall apart.
Oh yeah, yours did fall apart.
Mine fell apart. So I had to split it up. I put every page in sleeves. I bought 175 page sleeves for this. I put all of those pages in sleeves and put them in 3 separate binders based on what type of rules they were.
I mean, that's one way to do it. I feel like that would be a lot more organized. Because then you could just change it how you wanted to.
Well, it follows pretty much the chapters anyway, because the book was actually designed very well. Yeah. The page layout was really good. But I have all the basic character creation stuff in the first binder, so that's all the races and classes.
Right.
And then I have all of the game rules in another binder. That's stuff like combat, adventuring, multi-classing, stuff like that.
Right.
And then the spell casting is in a third binder. So if anybody needs to look up a spell, I can literally just hand them that section of the player's handbook and still have the other two at my disposal. Which is great when you're organized. You almost had it.
I almost had it.
I am not organized.
I'm not very organized either.
My stuff is all over the place when I'm DMing.
I just meant in general.
So, I'm hoping beyond all hope that the players I get during the convention are a little patient with me.
It's okay. I'm sure they'll be used to dealing with people that are like, I don't know, nervous.
Yeah,
We're all socially awkward.
What are you trying to say?
That we're all socially awkward.
What are you trying to say?
That we're all socially awkward. I don't understand why you're getting offended. What?
I hope they also like random weird voices, because I do that a lot.
Yes, you do. That's your
I like my funny voices.
It's your turn.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
It's so on in that manner.
And so on and so forth. That's not going to make it.
Water!
Oh, it almost did.
It almost did. You almost
right.
had it. How's the is the wind this way?
It's straight north, yeah.
Okay. That changes how I do things. I'd rather hit it too hard.
And go out of bounds?
Yes. Exactly. Here we go. No.
What the hell was that?
No. Okay.
Are you ready for the Steam Summer Sale?
Nope.
By the time this episode comes out, the Steam Summer Sale might be on.
We're gonna be buying games.
Rip Wallet.
Rip Wallet. That is accurate. Actually, no, I have to save my money.
Yeah.
So I won't be buying a lot.
I do too.
I'm giving myself like a $10 budget.
Well, I have a bunch of games on... What the fuck? I have a bunch of games on my wish list, but I'm not going to buy any. I've already made this rule for myself. I'm not going to buy anything on my wish list, and I'm not adding anything to my wish list. Unless... So, I'm not adding anything to my wish list.
Right.
Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
And I'm not going to buy anything unless it's under $5.
You could still end up paying like $800.
I only have like 20 games on my wish list.
Oh, I have like 60.
So, I got this War of Mine recently.
Ooh, is it good?
It's good, yeah. It's kind of creepy, but that's the point.
Go.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's the Survivor's Dilemma.
I only have plus 36. It's okay.
If you don't know what the Survivor's Dilemma is, it's how much do you take so that you can survive from other people.
Ooh, interesting.
That's what the game thrives on. Because you're supposed to go to places to get food until you can get the materials to make your own food. And you also have to determine how many people you can keep in your shelter.
Oh yeah, I played a demo of that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had the original game on like Game Jolt, I think.
Yeah.
And then they extended it.
Yeah, it's a sobering game.
It is. It is very.
Because everybody's just like, oh, I know exactly what I would do in the apocalypse. Play that game. See if you really know what you would have to do in a survival situation in the middle of a city.
See, I couldn't even handle Oregon Trail. When Matt got bit by a zombie, I was like, nope, I'm emotionally gone. I am unavailable.
Like, if you do certain things, your characters will become depressed. And they will not want to do anything until, that depression has gone.
Yeah.
So you can end up with a useless person if you go out to scavenge too much, because they'll come back and just be like, oh man, those people won't survive anymore. It's depressing.
It is.
That is a very depressing game.
Yeah, I can't play it. Because then I'll just be like, suck it up, Susan! Fuck! And then I get really frustrated. Because if anything bugs me in the world, one of the things that irks me is when people don't work as hard as I do. And that's not a high standard. I don't work very hard. I'm really lazy. So if you're not working as much as me, that's an achievement. Achievement unlocked. You're an idiot. You're a lazy asshole, huh? If you didn't put up a Xbox 360 achievement unlocked thing right there, I'm going to be very upset with you, future me.
Suck it.
Suck it up, Susan! That's okay. I think if a certain person gets in office, we'll all experience what the apocalypse is like.
Yep.
I'm gonna do you a favor and not tell you which one I'm talking about.
Yay, Comment Wars!
Not that I think it matters, really, because I don't like either candidate. I'm an independent, if you guys didn't know that.
Nah.
I mean, you didn't know that because we've never talked about politics on this show. I'm an independent because I don't believe party lines are a good idea. I'm with George Washington on this one. No parties. But I just think it gets in the way.
Yep.
It adds too little commentary to something that's already complicated. And being an independent means I have to think for myself. And I don't think... honestly, of everybody in the race, Bernie Sanders was my favorite, and he still has flaws to me. So...
yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, that's politics for you.
I mean, I don't want to have to vote for the person that's going to do the least amount of damage, but that's probably what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah, that's 100% what you're going to have to do.
That makes me really sad. It does make me wonder how many people think the same way I do, because there's got to be more.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wrong way.
That's okay. We don't need to go into politics anymore on the show. Please don't.
I don't know.
Please don't.
Mom was always told me that women had to fight for the right to vote, which is why I vote.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should vote.
Everybody.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Correction. You should vote if you know why you're voting. If you're just voting because that guy looks pretty, don't go vote.
Good point.
There was somebody Mom works with that was like, I'm only voting for Donald Trump because I've seen him on TV. And I was like, no, don't go vote. Like, I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but Jesus, that is a terrible reason to go vote for somebody.
Yeah, you should always do your research.
Always do your research.
don't...
We got stuck with Brownback for that reason, so do your research.
Yeah, seriously, though. Do your research.
You're going to hit that tree.
Go vote.
Hey,
after you're educated.
Yeah. And there's odds are you're going to get there and be like, I didn't realize I was voting for all of this shit. What do I do now? Because that happens to me all the time.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm like, I don't even know what this is. And I can't ask anybody.
But that stuff's all publicly available. No one's going to hide it from you. And it's usually available like a month or two before the actual elections.
Yep.
So, yeah, go get your information. Find out who the people are that you're supposed to be voting on. Find out what they're being voted on for. Find out what they believe in. And if it matches your beliefs, vote for them.
Yep.
That's 100% what everybody who can vote should do.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Which is why...
And it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. If you want to vote for some idiot that I don't agree with, go ahead. I don't care.
I'm not going to judge you any differently if you support Hillary or Trump, because at the end of the day, we have to make our own choices and determine what's right for us. And we all have different views. And I may disagree with you, but I wouldn't even say that it's stupid to vote that way. If you have a perfectly logical reason for doing it, like you like Trump's
tree.
Like if you like Trump's business policies, for instance, because I mean, to some people he has really good business policies.
I guess.
I don't. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for that. If you think he has good policies, then vote for him. But
true.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I think Bernie Sanders had good policies, but
I don't think he had the vision to realize them.
I also think he was very idealistic in what he could and could not accomplish.
Yeah. Well, I think all of them are like that when they're talking about their presidency.
This is true.
They think the president has more power than he actually does.
Yeah, the president it's Congress. If you don't like the fact that Congress doesn't get anything done, that's because it's Congress, and you shouldn't vote people in that don't do their job.
It's 538 people trying to agree on something. Good luck!
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter who you are. You're not going to get 500 people to agree on something.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not possible.
Yeah, the reason why I'm not voting for Donald Trump is because he said that in a couple interviews he might try to repeal same-sex marriage. Mm-hmm. And I'm like...
Obviously,
I like the idea that I can get married.
Yeah.
Please don't take that away.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm not voting for Trump, like, at all. I can't risk the fact that I can get married over anything else. Sorry.
It's weird.
Sorry, not sorry.
End politics.
In politics, we're done. He also looks like
literally in politics.
He also looks like a Cheeto. Just saying.
A Cheeto?
He does.
Yeah.
I like his hair. It's all orange. He does look like a Cheeto. That's okay. I look like a lot of things. An idiot being one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Get on the green.
Ooh, this is a green with a ridge.
Yeah.
Gross.
This sucks. Also, we could be playing on Trump Golf Course. We just smack talk Trump. Although I didn't smack talk Trump. I said... I called him a Cheeto, but everybody knows he looks like a Cheeto, so it doesn't matter.
Cut to comments. You're not a Cheeto! That man is a genius!
I mean, sure, you can say that if you want to. I am curious, though. Like, if you're voting for Trump, why are you voting for Trump? Don't be mean about it. I'm legitimately curious. Like, because I just know people that aren't voting for him for any reason, and I would like to know.
I thought we were solving politics.
No. I just put it in the comments. Nobody attacked me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, they were gonna do it anyway. You might as well just invite them to do it.
And it was at that moment that Leanne realized she fucked up.
No. That was the day I was born. That was sad. Why did I say that? Anyway, look at all those sad faces.
Yeah.
That means, look at all those pokies. I got 42. You may have won. You may have won. But I got the meaning of life. Next time on Sibling Revelry. I think the scorecard is just really sad because we were just talking about politics.
Yep.
Look at all those sad faces.
Yep. You did that.